Thank you, Michael, for those remarks. You are a partner for Civil Legal Aid, and we thank you for being here to support us today. I want to state the obvious. These are different times. We can't gather in person, and if you've been with us in the past, unfortunately, no buttons or lunch. But the deal is the same. You've heard people talk about the importance of civil legal aid and how it has made a difference in the lives of our clients. All of our lives are different now. More people are struggling. Many more people are out of work. And just a note, in the last 6 months of 2020, our small employment law staff fielded over 3,000 requests for assistance. There are many more people who are eligible for our services. People are hurting, and many of our most vulnerable neighbors who struggled before the pandemic are at even greater risk today. We need increased funding to tackle this dire situation. Many of you helped us last year, and we really need your help this year. As you've heard, we will go to the breakout rooms where you'll be joined by other members. Here are some pointers. Make sure you have your fact sheets for the campaign. You can find them at ejctalktothehill.org. That's the site where you signed up, but also you may have received them by email. Basically, we're asking you to support the fiscal year 22 request, which is for $35 million. Talk about why you personally care about funding for legal aid. If you know of or have had to deal with legal needs due to the COVID crisis, talk about how you helped. For instance, navigating the unemployment system or the healthcare system in these challenging times is difficult. It's important to acknowledge the need. We also have Twitter hashtags that we're using this year. Hashtag #IWalkForJustice. And when you use the Twitter, you can also tag @Civil Legal Aid and @EqualJusticeMass. Let the world know that you're virtually at the Hill today to support funding for civil legal aid. You should also find a document with talking points. This is the substance of what you should be saying during your visits, which in a nutshell is increase funding for civil legal aid. We would also encourage you to ask your legislator to make funding for civil legal aid a budget priority and to let leadership know of your support. If a legislator or aide asks a substantive question about legal aid and you don't know the answer, tell him or her that you don't know, but we'll have someone from a legal aid program get back to them with the answer. And then make sure you let us know so that we can respond. We really do want you to use social media and to talk about why you're talking to the Hill for civil legal aid. If you can, take a picture of yourself and then share that picture on your social media networks using that hashtag #IWalkForJustice. And let's see if we can blow up Facebook and Twitter with these #IWalk photos. And be sure to follow us at @EqualJusticeMass, that's EqualJusticeMA, or at Civil Legal Aid, the things that I showed you earlier. I want to reiterate that the purpose of this event is for you to meet with your legislators. I strongly encourage you all to make contact with your offices today. Please don't be discouraged if your legislator is not available and your conversation is with an aide. It is just as effective to talk with an aide as it is with the legislator. Your participation today will not be diminished if you don't have the opportunity to speak directly with your legislator. On behalf of my legal aid colleagues, thanks for coming. Now I'll return it back to Louis to wrap things up. Thanks.